Good day, and welcome to the NetEase 2024 Fourth Quarter and Fiscal Year 2024 Earnings Conference Call. Today's conference is being recorded. At this time, I would like to turn the conference over to Brandy Piacenti. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Operator. Please note that today's discussion will contain forward-looking statements relating to the future performance of the company and are intended to qualify for the safe harbor from liability as established by the U.S. Private Securities Litigation Reform Act. Such statements are not guarantees of future performance and are subject to certain risks and uncertainties, assumptions, and other factors. Some of these risks are beyond the company's control and could cause actual results to differ materially from those mentioned in today's press release and this discussion. A general discussion of the risk factors that could affect NetEase's business and financial results is included in certain filings of the company with the Securities and Exchange Commission, including its annual report on Form 20-F and in announcements and filings on the website of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The company does not undertake any obligation to update this forward-looking information except as required by law. Today's discussion, management will also discuss certain non-GAAP financial measures for certain comparison purposes only. For a definition of non-GAAP financial measures and a reconciliation of GAAP to non-GAAP financial results, please see the Fourth Quarter 2024 and 2024 Fiscal Year Earnings News Release issued earlier today. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded. In addition, an investor presentation and a webcast replay of this conference call will be available on the NetEase corporate website at ir.netease.com. Joining us today on the call from NetEase's senior management are Mr. William Ding, Chief Executive Officer, and Mr. Bill Pang, the Vice President of Corporate Development. I will now turn the call over to Bill, who will read the prepared remarks on William's behalf.
Thank you, Brandy, and thank you, everyone, for participating in today's call. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone that all percentages are based on RMB. At NetEase, we're dedicated to innovation and strive for continuous breakthroughs across our businesses. While 2023 was a year of expanding our portfolio across various game genres, 2024 was about pushing boundaries with bold innovation and accelerating our brand awareness in the global market. These strategic steps reinforce our foundation for sustainable long-term growth. By the end of the year, our total net revenue reached RMB 105.3 billion. With RMB 83.6 billion from games and related value-add services, both marking new record highs. Notably, this marks the 22nd consecutive year of revenue growth from our online games operations. The successful launch of new blockbuster titles in the fourth quarter advanced each of our growth drivers: innovation, diversification, and globalization. By redefining gameplay and setting new industry standard for premium quality, we have created tremendous player enthusiasm. Our games captured attention across genres, within and beyond the traditional gaming community, and on both domestic and global scale. Let's start today by reviewing our new games performance. Then we'll take a look at our broader portfolio and pipeline. Marvel Rivals, our fast-paced superhero shooting game, sparked massive excitement across global market following its launch. It claimed the #1 spot on Steam's top seller chart within 4 hours of its release, attracting over 10 million players in its first 72 hours and 20 million players in its first 12 days. With over 40 million players accumulated so far, Marvel Rivals is redefining the hero shooter experience through its unique art style, innovative combat system, and ever-changing battlefields. Its key team-up ability adds a dynamic layer of immersive interactions among players, while recreating iconic Marvel moments with our fresh take that adds a new dimension to the Marvel Universe. During the Season 1 update, Marvel Rivals once again topped Steam's top seller and most played charts. Our collaboration with Marvel Comics also brought Marvel Rivals to life for comic fans through an Infinity comic series on Marvel Unlimited. The synergy not only amplified the game's momentum, but also bridged the walls of gaming and other media forms, captivating audience beyond the gaming community and solidifying Marvel Rivals as a cultural phenomenon. With more superheroes and exciting events on the horizon, Marvel Rivals will continue to evolve. We are thrilled to bring even more new experiences to the game that keeps players engaged and inspired. At the end of December, we launched our highly anticipated open-world action-adventure RPG, Where Wings Meet. Within 4 days of its PC launch in China, the game has amassed 3 million downloads and topped the iOS download chart for around 2 weeks following its mobile launch. The booming mobile version drove total players across PC and mobile to over 10 million within a week and over 15 million after 2 weeks. Rooted in a richly crafted world with deep historical backdrop, Where Wings Meet innovatively introduced the Chinese martial arts into open-world exploration experience. On top of that, we pioneered a mode that caters to both single-player and multiplayer preferences, which reinterprets wuxia story in a brand new way. Players can immerse themselves in the intertwined conflict of ancient cities like Kaifeng, witness characters' contrasting fate during historical changes, and develop social network with other people along the journey. Building on the single-player experience, the game seamlessly integrates challenges that encourage social exchange. While continuously refining the experiences, we aim to create a compelling blend of solo and multiplayer elements, offering players a diverse way to experience the world. With community high praise, we expect the audience of Where Wings Meet to continue to expand over time, with the game becoming another flagship evergreen title. Our plans to build on the game's initial success are underway. We're currently working to bring Where Wings Meet to console platforms and introduce the saga to players in more regions. In addition to our new game launches, the return of Blizzard games to China has been highly successful, with a strong momentum throughout the fourth quarter. The return of World of Warcraft has consistently sparked tremendous enthusiasm from the community, supported by our diverse localized events that are driving the franchise to new highs. Shortly after Hearthstone's return, we quickly reorganized the highly anticipated Hearthstone Go series in China. The event set new records, drawing in over 10,000 fans in person and more than 10 million players gathered to watch online. Just yesterday, Overwatch 2 made its return to China, reigniting player excitement. As Blizzard portfolio gradually returns to Chinese markets, we are further strengthening our partnership with Blizzard, exploring localization opportunities, and bring more exciting content to China's robust game community. Whether developing or operating a title, we're always committed to innovation and operational excellence. We apply this across our portfolio and continue to see the results of our dedication reflected in our new and legacy franchises. With operations across decades, our beloved legacy franchises continue to set new records and amass fans, thrilling players with enduring popularity. Fantasy Westward Journey continues to bring players fresh experiences through well-timed events and new content in the fourth quarter. The Qianbian Wanhua expansion pack, featuring the iconic transformation abilities of Monkey King Sun Wukong, introduced all new skills and summon beasts to the game. Meanwhile, the Spring Festival event, planned around the Year of Snake, brought the community a vibrant New Year atmosphere. For Fantasy Westward Journey Mobile, we continue to infuse new content into the game, which gained heightened popularity throughout the year and led to the record high revenue for 2024, nearly a decade after its launch. Westward Journey Online 2 also achieved record high annual revenue, driven by enriched gameplay and activities, as well as refreshed gaming experience powered by new servers. Players flocked to the in-game ceremony for Tang Dynasty Emperor Taizong and explored new maps and missions set in to thriving ancient cities of Luoyang. Stepping into 2025, we also introduced our major new annual server update for Westward Journey Online Mobile. We accompanied the update with a dual sharing system. It generated significant new community interest and further strengthened bonds among players while keeping long-term fans coming back for more. Identity V is another testament to our long-term operational success with our established titles. After setting consecutive new quarterly records in the first 3 quarters, both in terms of player numbers and revenues, Identity V achieved record high revenue in 2024. In the fourth quarter, we sustained intense player activity with our comprehensive operational strategy, which players love. For example, in November, we launched a cross-branding campaign with Persona 5 Royal, introducing the beloved Phantom Seeds of Heart to our game. Fans appeared in droves for the crossover event, driving Identity V to number 2 position on the iOS top grossing chart. Naraka Blade Point franchise also continued its impressive run with action-based combat community. With the December update, Naraka Blade Point partnered with CD Projekt Red for a special crossover on The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, introducing 4 beloved characters through new costumes and in-game events. Most recently, our January collaboration with King of Fighters brought iconic KOF characters Athena and Mai Shiranui into the game, bringing a high level of player interest. Naraka Blade Point Mobile has also been growing its player base since its launch in the third quarter and surpassed 50 million players in December. For Eggy Party, we continue to nurture its dynamic UGC ecosystem. The community is highly connected, feeling vibrant supply and demand for content creation. The platform consistently adds diverse game modes to build on its rich content offerings, allowing players to enjoy relaxing and heartwarming moments with their Eggy buddies. So far, we have successfully introduced several popular game modes, including MOBA, Asymmetric Battle Arena, Werewolf, Pet Keeping, and Farm Management. Each captivated a large audience within the Eggy Party community. Our innovative MMO, Justice Mobile, maintained its large and active player base in the fourth quarter. In late December, Justice Mobile hosted a groundbreaking virtual concert for its cross-year celebration, immersing players in festivities and inviting them to participate in an interactive feast. The event created a truly unforgettable audio-visual experience by merging cutting-edge technology with Asian art. Beyond conventional concert, all players will join as their in-game characters, embarking on an exploratory journey through various immersive scenes. The concert ignited considerable buzz among players, attracting over 3 million concurrent viewers online. The robust community engagement and related themed content updates propelled Justice Mobile to number 2 on the iOS top grossing chart shortly after the event. Since its launch in July, Once Human has cultivated a dedicated survival player fan base around the world, and we continue to build on this. The new PvP and PvE scenario we introduced in the fourth quarter sparked a player surge. The spike in total concurrent user drove Once Human to rank on Steam's top 10 most played chart and to number 3 on Steam's top seller chart. Anticipation on the much-awaited mobile version is also mounting. We now have over 10 million pre-registrations as we finalize the game's mobile version for its global launch in this April. With the addition of a mobile version, we expect to attract even more fans worldwide. Adding to our ever-expanding and increasing diverse portfolio, we have a great lineup of new titles in our pipeline, with several key games planned to hit key markets in the coming months. The global launch for Fragpunk, our fast-paced 5 versus 5 tactical shooter game, is set to begin on March 6th. We expect the game to become a dynamic force in the shooting experiences for fans worldwide. Featuring an innovative free card system with shifting combat dynamics and a colorful punk art style. Through meticulous game development, Fragpunk is set to disrupt the traditional shooting experience with all new rule-breaking gameplay that we think players will love. Next up is Destiny Rising, which successfully concluded its first closed beta test in December. The community's broad enthusiasm won Destiny Rising, Pocket Gamer's annual Most Anticipated Game Award. Using the valuable insight we gained from early tests in target regions, we are currently working to make the game even better. Our goal is to bring this fresh shooting adventure set in an alternative Destiny timeline to all players around the globe. Lastly, I'd like to highlight our superhero team-based tactical RPG, Marvel Mystic Mayhem. It just finished closed beta cross-country testing in January with a unique art style, rich cast of characters, and varied and rewarding gameplay that thrilled the community. Swiftly positive player feedback gives us confidence that players will love Mystic Mayhem experience as they fight with beloved Marvel characters across various bizarre dreamlands. As many of you know, we have been steadily expanding into new game categories over recent years. Diversifying our portfolio has allowed us to carve a path beyond the traditional MMO game that defined our early journey in the gaming industry. Along the way, we have achieved significant milestones and gained invaluable insights into genres that were once new to us. Each successful vertical we enter reinforces our ability to craft impactful games across diverse categories. Moreover, our diversified game portfolio has strengthened our global presence, enable our games to reach and resonate with audience worldwide. As we expand our game offerings, upholding superior quality and stay agile in our operational iterations, we're confident that we can continue captivating global audience with new innovative titles and grow our international reach. Now let's move to Youdao. With its continued focus on technology-driven innovation and profitability enhancement, Youdao's operating profit increased by over 10% year-over-year in the fourth quarter, and it achieved its first ever annual operating profit in 2024. In the fourth quarter, learning services revenue declined as we further focus on long-term growth, balancing revenue and profitability. By prioritizing high-demand courses, we achieved healthy development and reinforced profitability. Notably, Youdao Lingshi flagship course, featuring tiered learning videos and AI-powered support, continues to strive. With strong engagement and loyalty, it achieved a retention rate of over 70% in the fourth quarter. Recently, we launched Confucius-01, China's leading step-by-step reasoning model for education. As a 14B lightweight model, it supports deployment on consumer-grade GPUs and delivers detailed problem-solving processes. With its high accuracy and robust reasoning capabilities, Confucius-01 has been seamlessly integrated into our AI learning assistant, Mr. P AI Tutor, earning excellent user feedback and surpassing 100 million users. Youdao's online marketing services has also continued to advance. Domestic performance-based advertising reached record-breaking revenue led by gaming and the AI tool sector. Internationally, we recently established an official partnership with Google, laying a solid foundation for further expansion. We have also sharpened our technology edge in overseas KOL marketing. By developing an evaluation model, we can precisely match KOL selection with specific demand, driving high conversion rates. Our smart devices segment maintained healthy growth. Our flagship Youdao Dictionary Pen solidified its leading position in the Double 11 online shopping festival, dominating the top position in this category on JD and Tmall's sales chart for 5 consecutive years. Building on this success, we launched Youdao Dictionary Pen A7 Pro in January, featuring higher performance to further fuel growth ongoing. Turning to NetEase Cloud Music. NetEase Cloud Music continued to drive quality development across its music-centric ecosystem, nurturing its unique community and distinctive content offerings. We continued reinforcing our signature music consumption experiences while expanding consumption scenarios and brand awareness. We launched and iterated several innovative features to improve users' joy and interface with music and music-inspired content in Q4. For example, our new feature, Lyric Book, allows users to highlight their favorite lyrics, create a polished, personalized lyric collection, and share that unique lyric book with others. Additionally, Lightbulb enhances users' music discovery journey, offering recommendations that flow naturally with each user's distinctive taste. These functions were highly popular with music fans and increased user engagement. Building our compelling consumption experiences, we continue diversifying music consumption scenarios. For example, co-branding activities in collaboration with our game division help expand our existing audience, while introducing and enhanced music-inspired social interaction features in games further extended our brand presence. Expanding our music library also allows us to keep bringing users a diverse range of licensed and original music. In Q4, we deepened our partnership with Kakao Entertainment and strengthened our Chinese music collection this January by collaborating with renowned artist Li Jian, bringing his full discography back to our platform, including many beloved classics. On the in-house music side, we step up our effort as well. Several tracks gained widespread recognition in Q4, including the hit Follow. We're also growing our copyright collaboration with popular artists. In January, Hua Chenyu's digital album Tipping Point debuted on our platform, selling over 1 million copies within 24 hours. In Q4, we celebrated the 10th anniversary of our independent musician platform with special events highlighting our musicians' journeys, helping to deepen the connection between the artist and fans. As of December, our platform boasted over 770,000 registered artists, making it one of China's top platforms for independent musicians. As we continue to improve our music-focused monetization, subscription-based membership remained an important driver of online music revenue growth. To further optimize our premium offering, we enhanced our content appeal, introduced cutting-edge features, added membership privileges for subscribers, and refined our comprehensive pricing strategy. This effort boosted subscriber growth and deepened engagement, laying a solid foundation for more sustainable growth. Finally, let's look at Yanxuan. Yanxuan continues to focus on key categories and drive growth through best-selling products. In 2024, core categories like pet products and home cleaning recorded solid growth, reinforcing their market leadership. Meanwhile, other key categories keep gaining popularity through its star products. Our 中国大鹅 down jacket, known for exceptional quality and strategic marketing, remained a standout performer in the fourth quarter, breaking into top 5 position for menswear on Tmall sales chart. Across our NetEase family of businesses, we pursue innovation that advances our company and the industries we serve. We are extending this to our global aspiration for our games as we further diversify our portfolio and bring beloved titles to fans worldwide in 2025 and beyond. We believe these initiatives will fuel lasting value creation across our business and for our players, partners, and shareholders alike. This concludes William's comments. I will now provide a brief review of our 2024 results with a focus on the fourth quarter. Given the limited time on today's call, I will present some abbreviated financial highlights. We encourage you to read through our press release issued earlier today for further details. As a reminder, all amounts are in RMB unless otherwise stated. Our total net revenue for 2024 were RMB 105.3 billion, or $14.4 billion, representing a 2% increase year-over-year. For the fourth quarter, total revenue were RMB 26.7 billion, or $3.7 billion. For 2024, net revenue from games and related VAS were RMB 83.6 billion, up 3% from 2023 and up 2% year-over-year in Q4 to RMB 21.2 billion. Specifically, net revenues from online games were RMB 80.4 billion, up 6% from 2023 and up 5% year-over-year in Q4 to RMB 20.5 billion. Through 2024, our PC client games delivered strong performances, achieving 17% year-over-year growth with an impressive 57% increase in Q4. The Q4 growth was primarily driven by titles such as Naraka: Bladepoint, Westward Journey Online 2, and several licensed titles. While the positive momentum in PC games has shifted our revenue mix, mobile games remain a significant part of our business. In the fourth quarter, they accounted for approximately 65% of our total net revenue from online game operations, and for the full year, it made up about 73%. Youdao's net revenue for 2024 were up about 4% for the year to RMB 5.6 billion, primarily due to revenue growth from online marketing services. They declined 9.5% year-over-year in the fourth quarter to RMB 1.3 billion, primarily due to the decline in learning services revenue as we focus on the business that serve our long-term growth objective with better profitability. NetEase Cloud Music's net revenue were up a little over 1% at RMB 8 billion for the full year and RMB 1.9 billion in the fourth quarter, a 5% decrease year-over-year. As discussed in previous quarters, the decline reflects lower revenue from social entertainment service, which aligns with our refined focus on sustainably improving profitability. Net revenue for innovative business and others were RMB 8.1 billion for the year and RMB 2.3 billion for the quarter, down 6% and 17% respectively year-over-year. The decline was mainly due to decreased revenue from Tencent, advertising services, and some other innovative businesses. For the year, our total gross profit margin was 62.5%. In the fourth quarter, our gross profit margin slightly decreased year-over-year to 60.8%. Looking at our fourth quarter margin in more detail, gross profit margin was 66.7% for games and related VAS, compared with 69.5% in the same period last year. The decrease was primarily attributable to higher proportion of net revenue from licensed games, which carry lower margin than our self-developed titles. Our gross profit margin for Youdao was 47.8%, compared with 49.9% in the same period last year. The decrease was mainly due to reduced revenue contribution from learning services. Gross profit margin for NetEase Cloud Music was 31.9% in the fourth quarter versus 30.3% in the same period a year ago. The margin improvements primarily resulted from increased revenue from membership subscriptions and continued cost management improvements. For our innovative business and others, gross profit was 37.8%, compared with 34.4% in the fourth quarter of 2023. The increase was primarily a result of margin improvement in Genshin. The operating expenses for the fourth quarter were RMB 8.5 billion, or 32% of our total net. Taking a closer look at our cost composition, our selling and marketing expenses as a percentage of total net revenue were 10.5% for the fourth quarter, compared with 15.6% for the same period last year, mainly due to decreased spending on gaming promotions during the quarter. On a full year basis, selling and marketing expenses accounted for 13.4% of net revenue, relatively stable with 13.5% in 2023. Our R&D expenses as a percentage of total net revenue also remained stable year-over-year at 16.7% in the fourth quarter, compared with 16.5% for the same period last year. On a full year basis, R&D expenses accounted for 16.6% of net revenue, up slightly from 15.9% in 2023. We remain committed to investing into content creation and product development. We're also seeing leverage in our R&D investment longer term. The effective tax rate was 15.3% for the full year and 13.4% for the fourth quarter. As a reminder, the effective tax rate is presented on an accrual basis, and the tax credit deferred for each of our entities at different time periods, depending on applicable policies and our operations. Our non-GAAP net income attributable to shareholders for the fourth quarter totaled RMB 9.7 billion, or $1.3 billion, up 31% year-over-year. Non-GAAP basis earnings per ADS for the quarter was $2.09, or $0.42 per share. For the full year, non-GAAP net income attributable to shareholders was up 3% to RMB 33.5 billion, or $4.6 billion, which is $7.17 per ADS, or $1.43 per share. Additionally, our cash position remains strong. As of year-end, our net cash position was about RMB 131.5 billion, compared with RMB 110.9 billion at the end of 2023. In accordance with our dividend policy, we are pleased to report that our board of directors has approved a dividend of $24.4 per share, or $1.22 per ADS for the fourth quarter. Lastly, under our current $5 billion share repurchase program starting in mid-January last year, we had repurchased approximately 21.2 million ADS as of December 31st, 2024, for a total cost of approximately $1.9 billion. Thank you for your attention. We will right now open the call to your questions. Operator, please.
Thank you. If you wish to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone and wait for your name to be announced. If you wish to cancel your request, please press star 2. If you're on a speakerphone, please pick up the handset to ask your question. In addition to your standard, for the benefit of all participants on today's call, if you wish to ask your question to management in Chinese, please immediately repeat your question in English. Please limit your questions to 1 at a time. If you wish to have follow-up questions, please rejoin the queue. Your first question comes from Yang Bei with CICC.
谢谢管理层。我有一个问题是关于咱们去年底测试的5对5的英雄射击游戏《界外狂潮》。管理层能否分享一下游戏的测试结果、当前的上线准备情况以及上线后的运营重点？那么如何看待在这样一个强敌林立的市场下，射击类游戏市场的竞争格局？I will translate by myself. Concerning Fragpunk, could management share more color on its beta test achievements, current preparations for launching, and post-launch operational priorities? What's the company's perspective on competition within the shooter game market segment? Thank you.
OK， 我来回答一下这个问题。那么 Fragpunk 此前呢，在对外都进行了大规模的测试，测试效果是符合我们的预期的，玩家社群对游戏性和系统方面的创新给予了比较高的评价，而且也提了非常多有价值的建议。经过这几个月的调整，我们已经做好了上线的准备。上线后我们会继续跟踪玩家的反馈，更新对战关卡，提供新的探源，坚决打击外挂，建设积极健康的游戏环境。目前射击市场上存在很多款优秀的作品，研发团队呢，我们也是都进行过深度的体验，这反而让我们更加相信游戏无论在操作手感、系统玩法、英雄叙事方面都有自己独特的地方，美术风格也有自己非常明显的特征，对于新老玩家都具有吸引力，所以我们对这上线还是有非常强的信心。
Okay, I'll do the English translation. Fragpunk has come to large-scale testing, both domestically and in overseas market, with feedback met our expectations. Players gave high appraisal to our innovative gameplay and system design. and provided a lot of valuable advices as well. After months of iteration, we're now ready to launch. After launch, as always, we'll continue to monitor player feedback, update battle levels, provide new characters, and crack down cheating behaviors, building a healthy gaming environment for the players. Currently, as I said, there are multiple well-performing shooting titles in the shooting genre. Shooting is a big genre, which our R&D teams had through the experience. This actually reinforced our confidence in our game. No matter the control feelings, the system design, or the hero narratives, including its very unique art style. Everything has this unique signature and will be appealing to existing and new players. We do have confidence that the game will be successful. Thank you.
Your next question.
Operator, next question.
Thank you. Comes from Yang Liu with Morgan Stanley.
感谢提问的机会。我的问题是关于烟云16声的。首先恭喜这款游戏发布以后得到非常正面的玩家反馈，在变现、留存、这个人数方面都表现强劲。但是我们也看到很多这个关于皮肤质量和多人玩法的改进建议，所以想问一下公司下阶段对这款游戏的变现策略是什么？会有哪些改进的计划？然后呢，刚才也提到烟云16声会计划可能海外上市，能不能多介绍一下比如说时间呀，或者说重点的市场？I will translate my question. First, I congratulate the positive feedback from the gamers on the Where Wings Meet, and we see quite positive metrics on retention and DAU, etc. But also we hear a lot of the feedback to expect the company to improve the cosmetics and also the multiplayer gameplay in the game. So I would like to ask what is the next stage monetization strategy for this title, and where could we see improvement? And also I would like to ask about the overseas launch plan for this title, when and what market? Thank you.
我来回答这个问题。烟云16声自上线以来，受到了玩家的广泛认可，目前各项数据优异，表现稳健。单人和多人区分的模式满足了各类玩家的需要，皮肤售卖为主的付费模式也广受好评。自由低压的内容生态为长线提供了良好的基础。未来我们还会积极的听取用户的建议和意见，我们还会继续专注于开放世界新地图内容的持续扩充，提供高质量且丰富多元的皮肤设计与制作，在具备乐趣性与创造性的各类单人、多人玩法的持续开发与优化。我们会不定期的、积极的与各类玩家面对面的沟通，不停的优化和改善网易烟云16声的体验。谢谢。
老板说一下海外扩张计划的事情吗？
目前烟云16声以其独特且高质量的开放世界内容与武侠 IP 获得了用户的好评，我们也非常积极的关注海外用户的需求。海外的烟云版本我们已经启动了，未来在2025年我们希望能够与海外的玩家见面。谢谢。
Okay, so thank you, William. I will do translation. Where Wings Meet, thank you for your question. Where Wings Meet is widely acclaimed since its launch, demonstrating a solid performance with robust metrics. The inclusion of both single-player and multiplayer modes has created a diverse demand of players, and the monetization strategy centered around cosmetics was widely welcomed. Furthermore, our content ecosystem featuring casual and low-pressure gaming experience lays a healthy foundation for long-term operation. In the future, we will continue to focus on infusing new content or maps to enrich our open world, creating diversified quality costumes, crafting various interesting and innovative single-player and multiplayer experience for single-player and multiplayer gameplays for gamers. And from time to time, we will talk to players face-to-face, collect their feedback to keep modifying, keep polishing our game. Regarding your question on the overseas plan, we do notice that Where Winds Meet amidst wide appraisal of its unique open world style and the unique interpretation of wuxia content, which actually gained us wide attention and anticipation from overseas audience as well. Currently, we have started working on the overseas version, and we hope we could present that to overseas players within 2025. Thank you. Thank you for your question. Operator, next question, please.
Your next question comes from Richie Sun with HSBC.
谢谢管理层，恭喜你们漫威拿到4000万的一个用户的成绩想问一下，这些用户有没有一个付费率，大概可以分享这个情况是如何然后接下来我们的用户增长的策略是什么？会不会通过市场营销电竞赛事还有跟漫威电影联动等等的方式进一步扩大的用户群，然后怎么思考这个问题？Thank you, management, for taking my questions. I have two, but the first one is about Marvel Rivals. Regarding the 40 million users, can you share more about the paying propensity, paying ratio? And what is the next growth strategy that we're looking at? Will we expand the marketing or esports or even connectivity with the Marvel movies to further expand our user base? Thank you.
对，目前那个漫威争锋在国际市场上广受好评，网易会继续重点投入这个产品后续的内容和优化我们对这个作品的观点是要经营至少10年以上的一棵长青树那我们继续会加大在海外市场营销方面的投入包括通过开展积极广泛的电竞比赛，包括和电影漫威电影进行联动等一系列的合作来稳固我们的用户群体和发展新的用户。谢谢。
Thank you for your question. Marvel Rivals, especially after season 1, has gained wide appraisal from worldwide players, and this is a product we're going to keep investing both on development and marketing, and we do believe this product we're going to keep operating, keep enhancing, keep investing for 10 years and beyond. To your question, yes, the team does have plans for esports, and we're going to announce our esports plans. Hope to have this esports plans, to further enhance the overall gaming ecosystem. And to your question, yes, we're going to do a lot of crossover events and promotions with other medias in the future. And this is a key product we'll keep investing. Thank you for your attention. Operator, next question, please.
Your next question comes from Alicia Yap with Citigroup.
Hi, thank you. 谢谢管理层接受我的提问。我的问题是关于就是公司昨天其实就回归了这个守望先锋嘛，然后不知道公司对这个游戏有什么预期，然后如何在这个漫威争锋和守望先锋之间取得平衡。So my question is related to Overwatch, given the game's relaunch in China yesterday. So what are the company's current expectations for the game, and how will NetEase strike a balance between Marvel Rival and Overwatch? Thank you.
OK， 那我来回答一下这个问题。就是我们对于守望先锋的预期，其实和我们对暴雪 其他所有游戏的预期一样，是我们不是单单的只是恢复《守望先锋》在中国地区的运营，是希望积极开拓新的市场空间，让这个产品能焕发新的生命力，达到新的高度。很高兴我们在第一天就从玩家的反馈和游戏数据上面看到的这样的趋势。我们想呢，漫威、争锋和守望先锋其实都是非常优秀的这样的快速射击英雄射击品类的产品我们都有非常出色的研发团队，也会各自的努力，积极响应满足玩家群体的诉求。这个市场是非常大的一个市场，那么我们也相信完全可以容纳下面2个非常优秀的产品。
Thank you for your question. Regarding our expectations for Overwatch, is similar to those for World of Warcraft and Hearthstone. We aim not only to just restore the operation as is, we aim to really revitalizing the product and reaching new highs. We're encouraged to see that, from the day one we launched yesterday, from the data, from the user feedback, we're happy to see that we are on that trend. Both Marvel Rivals and Overwatch are excellent, superhero shooters, in this category, and both well designed and supported by outstanding development teams. We will each strive to meet diversified demands of our respective player community. We believe the market is large enough to accommodate 2 excellent games in the market. Thank you. Operator, next question, please.
Next question is from Richie Sun with HSBC.
谢谢管理层想再问一个关于暴雪的问题，就是在前期我们有很多的粉丝就回归，然后迎接这个魔术世界还有炉石嘛，然后现在看到这2款游戏的用户还有收入的趋势如何？在这个市场回归正常化之后，公司下一步的长期的运营计划是什么？Thank you, management, for taking my question again. And can you discuss how does the user and grossing trend look like for World of Warcraft and Hearthstone after a strong initial boost from the pent-up demand? And after this normalization, what is the next step to improve the longevity of these titles? Thank you.
我来回答一下这个问题。在这个魔兽和炉石上线半年和几个月之后呢，它的市场表现依然是远好于其历史上同一阶段的任何的时期。在新的内容上线之前呢，产品的数据有一定衰减是比较正常的现象。那么我们已经和暴雪的同事密切合作，规划好了后续上线的内容，相信呢会再次激发起玩家的参与热情。从长期来看，我们的团队已经和暴雪研发团队建立起了牢固的信任关系。今后呢，我们会更多的倾听咱们中国玩家的意见，为中国玩家社群提供更好的游戏体验。
Thank you for your question. 6 months after its return, World of Warcraft and Hearthstone are still performing far better than any other time in the history. Of course, as you mentioned that during the launch time, it's not uncommon that things will normalize and compared to the release time. We have closely collaborated with our partners at Blizzard to plan upcoming content plan, and we believe we will reignite players' engagement. And in the long term, we have established a strong trust with Blizzard development team and are committed to addressing the feedback from Chinese players to improve their gaming experience in the local way. Thank you for your question. Operator, next question, please.
Next question is from Lincoln Kong with Goldman Sachs.
谢谢关宇成接受我的提问。我这边可能2个问题，第一个是关于我们海外市场的拓展的。我们看到随着这个漫威的成功，然后也看到一些新闻关于我们这个海外工作室的一些调整啊，所以就之后我们对于海外市场未来的一些扩张策略是怎么计划的？像类似漫威啊、Fairpunk 这样的可能更偏我们自研的模式，未来是不是我们的一个方向？我们海外市场的这个优势这边应该怎么样去思考？那第二个这边可能想问一下关于 AI 和游戏的，这个也是因为也看到这个 DeepSeek 的成功，那现在这个推理费用也是大幅的下降嘛。那网易对于这个 AI 如何跟我们现在的这个游戏以及未来的这个游戏的结合这边的思路，可不可以也跟我们分享一下？无论是玩法创新啊、玩家互动啊、这个游戏开发的效率、成本这边。那我自己翻译一下。So thank you, management, for taking my question. So my first question is about the overseas market. So after the Marvel Rivals success and also some of the adjustment of our overseas studios, how should we think about our future expansion strategy in the overseas market? So will we follow more direction as a Marvel Rival or Fragpunk? Those are self-developed games. How should we think about our advantage in the overseas market? The second question about AI in the game. So after the success of DeepSeek and the huge inference cost dropping, how would NetEase integrate our AI versus our current game portfolio as well as our future pipeline? Could management share with us more around the gameplay innovation, our users interaction, our production efficiency, or cost discipline, or any aspects related to AI? Thank you.
对海外市场用户的需求和中国市场用户的需求是有一些差异之处的。网易非常重视海外的一些工作室，他们能够通过自己的创意和创新来满足海外用户的需求。网易非常愿意积极的去支持和帮扶那些真正能够做出优质产品的工作室和有创意的制作人，在海外市场取得成功。这是我们未来在海外游戏拓展方面的一些策略。第二个，随着 DeepSeek 等 AI 的成功 ，AI 能够非常积极有效和高效的帮助我们在游戏研发管线方面的提效和降低成本，以及在游戏里帮助用户、帮扶用户更容易的理解作品的内容和帮扶用户更容易上手。AI 对游戏的研发、创新的玩法的设计都有巨大的积极的贡献。谢谢。
Okay, I will do the translation. So, to your question, the user demand, their preference in overseas market are not the same as the user demand and preference in China market. We realize that, and we actually pay a lot of attention to support our overseas studios. We to support the creators in the overseas market to be creative, to create content to meet the local demands in the overseas market. So our commitment to support the really high quality studios and really master creators to create the very creative games for overseas market. That is our strategy. There's no change on that. So that's the answer to the first question. And the second question regarding AI. AI is and will significantly increase the efficiency in the R&D process, in the development pipeline. There's no doubt about that. We have been doing that, and we're going to do that in the future. And also, there are many other applications of AI in gaming. For example, in games, it could help the users to better engage with the content, better understand the content, better onboarding on the content for the new gamers. And we're exploring that in a massive way as well. And we believe AI for the R&D process, the creative process of gaming industry is going to make huge positive contributions. We're very positive about that. Thank you. Thank you for your question. Operator, next question, please.
Next question is from Lei Zhang with Bank of America.
Hi， 管理层晚上好，谢谢接受我的提问。我有2个小问题。第一个问题是想请教一下代号无限大这个游戏，因为之前也拿到了版号，想看一下现在的一个研发进度是怎么样，然后我们有没有希望在2025年能看到它上线。然后鉴于中国的这个2次元游戏还是相对比较竞争激烈的，然后我们这款游戏的这个定位跟差异化应该怎么看？这是第一个问题。然后第二个问题是想问一下营销费用的，有看到 Q4 的这个announcement 里面环比的营销费用还是有一个非常明显的一个下降。不知道是不是我们在这个市场营销的策略方面发生了变化，还有我们应该怎么看我们2025年整体营销费用的一个趋势？我自己翻译一下。Thanks management for taking my question. My first question is regarding the game 无限大 on NetEase, which got game approval previously. Should we expect it to be launched in 2025? And given the competitive of ACG games, so how do we think about its positioning and the differentiation here? Secondly, I want to follow up on the sales and marketing expense, which have a meaningful reduction in Q4. So I want to know the driver and whether we change the sales and marketing strategy, and going forward, how should we look at the sales and marketing trend in 2025? Thank you.
我来回答第一个问题吧。关于无限大的问题，那无限大我们是在今年1月份已经完成了一次线下测试，是邀请测试，那么获得了非常正面的反馈。目前的研发进度也很顺利，团队也在有序的扩张。关于竞争我们认为竞争本身呢是好事，因为它恰恰说明了玩家对于这个品类游戏的渴望，市场还没有被很好的满足。那么只要我们满足玩家们的预期，就一定会出现优秀的产品。因此我们会目前更加关注游戏内容的积累和打磨，一旦时机成熟，会邀请更多的玩家进行测试。好，第一个问题回答完。
So I will translate the first question first. Okay. Yes. So we have completed an offline test for NATA this January, and the feedback is honestly quite positive. The development is undergoing in a very smooth way, on track, and the team is growing in the orderly manner as well. For competition, we believe competition is a good thing, and it actually reflects that there's interest in the market in this genre of game, and there's unmet demand there. As long as we meet the player expectations, we're confident that we can deliver outstanding products. Currently, we're focusing on refining our content to keep developing the product, and we plan to invite more players for testing when we're ready. Thank you.
对，我来回答一下，就是关于4季度营销费用下架的事情。那其实这个一些更加高效的营销推广的这个工具，所以费用这个效果变好了，费用降低了。我想这是一个最重要的事情。
So regarding the market spending decrease in Q4, as you know, we are keep innovating our market engine and exploring higher efficient ways and tools and systems to operating to do the marketing operating, and this actually is a reflect of our improved efficiency in terms of marketing operation. Thank you, operator. Next question, please. For the time being, we probably have time for one more question, please.
Thank you. The next question comes from Felix Liu with UBS.
谢谢管理层接受我的提问。我的问题是关于我们公司最近的一些组织架构调整。注意到公司近期国内和海外的游戏工作室均有一些调整，所以请管理层能否分享一下这些调整背后的原因，以及我们应该如何理解公司在中长期的新游戏投资的策略。Let me translate myself. Thank you, management, for taking my question. And my question is on the news of recent organizational changes. We noted there have been quite a few changes within both your domestic and overseas studios. Could management share the reason and consideration behind these changes? And how should we think about your mid and long-term investment plan for new games? Thank you.
我们在不同的工作室分配资源的时候，研发资源和投入的时候，我们非常重视这个作品未来的模式、质量以及生产效率，进行这个适当的调整。那有些项目如果发现可能在未来推出的时候会不适合市场用户的需求的，我们会积极的果断的踩刹车。但有些项目我们发现它这个质量效率都非常好，我们也会加大更多的资源去投入。所以这一切都是取决于产品本身的质量，就能否满足未来用户的期许。因为开发一个游戏的时间很长，往往需要3年甚至更长的时间。所以在立项的时候，在立完项以后，在中间的开发过程中，是要不停的去适应未来市场需求的。该加大的加大，该停止的就停止，这是我们的一个原则。谢谢。
Okay, I will do the translation. Yeah. Okay, I will do the translation. When we allocate resources among different products across different studios, no matter domestically or including our overseas studios, it's all we pay a lot of attention on a lot of key attributes. For example, the quality of the work, and is the work going to meet the future demands of players when the work is released in market years later, as well as the production efficiency of the work, everything. So if some project, we can foresee that when the product, face market years later, it's likely not to be and of players, we will, we'll very firmly, we don't use the word, press the brake. And if some project, if they're really high quality, meeting the future market demands, actually we're going to double down. So it's all about the product itself, the quality, the development efficiency. Is it going to meet the ever-growing user expectation? Because game development is a long cycle. It's 3-year, 4-year, 5-year cycle. It's, when we charge a project, we have some assumptions, and during that development process, we'll keep monitoring and to see if the product is going to be able to meet the future demands, and to do resource allocation adjustment. That's a normal course of game development management. We have been doing that for a long time, and doing that way. Thank you for your question.
And that concludes the question and answer session. I would like to turn the conference back over to Brandy Piacenti for any closing comments.
Thank you once again for joining us today. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us directly, and we hope you have a great day. Thank you.